Hi, we are Aarti and Chaitanya Mauji from Sydney, and we have been custodian customers since 2021.
So back in 2019, we attended a seminar, which I think that was the first time we actually got to know about custodian, and it was a massive eye-opener. So we kind of started the whole property investment journey fairly late in life. You think about doing big things. I think custodians taught us it's actually possible to do it. You can move away from it being a dream to making it real, but you have to make the first move. Because we attended a number of events which custodian had, it really made a difference because it kind of got rid of the noise and we were able to focus, this is actually possible. And that kind of allowed us to keep track of where we wanted to be. The people we interact with, not only at the events, because you get a lot of motivation from hearing about other people's journeys. It's also actually when you hear to the likes of John or James, and you learn from them, from their experience. They have the expertise. You're talking to experts who know their stuff, who can actually guide you through things, who can actually give you the support to actually say, hold on, this is possible. And I think when you interact with others, it just motivates us. When we hear about their journey, gets us that bit of extra push that you can do more. And we don't want to stop with the first one, the second one. We want to leave sky in the limit. Why not? Custodian really helped shape some of those things, when they were talking about what do we expect to do in retirement. At this stage, we really don't worry about retirement, what will you do in 5, 10, 15 years time. So I think that really helped us trigger that, yes, we wanted an investment property, but can we really do it? And it's actually possible to do it. It's interesting when John, James and others actually talk about people having one investment property. Even if you end up with saying, I really want 2, 3, 4, should that really be the end? Can you do more? If you are able to do it, go for it. The earlier you start, the better. Absolutely. We have already told our daughter, she is at uni at the moment. The minute you finish your uni, get your deposit sorted, you need to get into it. Don't be afraid, right? I think we are so worried about what will happen. You kind of need to just look at the numbers. Does it work out? And learn from others. Reach out to custodian, talk to people who know their stuff. For us, that was a bit of a challenge to keep ourselves motivated that yes, we want to make this happen. What is it that we need to do? What is it that we need to work for? Custodian helped us step-by-step approach. Having had the touch points with custodian gave us a bit of hope that, there are things we can actually work on. Had it not been for custodian, the whole financial crisis, the challenges, we would not have been thinking about it at all. You need to make it happen. That has to come from individuals, but custodian and the support we get from them is massive. It wouldn't have been possible without that. The knowledge which John and James and others have shared really made it possible for us, because until that point, we were like, yes, we want to do something. We just didn't know where to start with, what to do. With so much noise around, property prices going up, people telling you that, oh, it's very high. And every year you hear the same thing, it's very high, it's very high. Or it's too hard, we don't have that much money, you have a lot of commitments. And I think that's something we learned. There is no right time. And that's what I've actually done when I've been advocating to my friends, family and others about what custodian does and, the learnings from it. I think that's very powerful. It just tells you that when you actually get someone who you trust, can give you that kind of guidance, and we have not been wrong. Like literally, custodian has not taken us in the wrong direction. When I talk to people at custodian, it's not just about talk. It's about, yes, there are actions you need to take to make it happen. This has been the beauty of the investment we are having. It's kind of paying for itself. But with property values where they are today, it just gives you a bit of comfort that, hold on, you are building that wealth which you want, or where you want to be down the line. Taking concrete action to make things happen, to have a better life in the future. Everybody should give it a shot. Talk to people at custodian. They have not been wrong. They've been very honest. When it wasn't possible, there are things you can do to make it happen. we have loved it. The whole journey, they've been there with us.